Welcome to the live session. Friday. I hope that everyone is ready for a hot day on trading. Coming up, quite a few high impact news. After the JPY was today very volatile, we have seen a very good movement on JPY. And coming up later today, also preliminary UOM consumer sentiment, which is the last high impact news for the week. Pretty volatile week. We have seen FOMC and CPI, PPI, and finally preliminary OUM consumer sentiment could give another momentum. And again, that next week also a very big day coming up. So basically we see so far JPY and dollar, both of them are aggressive. So let's do a full analysis. We have seen that gold has got a bounce from this support level from the weekly. If you look at the monthly, also just has gone above the monthly resistance line, and we might see gold after grabbing that liquidity, we can expect for a deeper pullback. And also JPY pair, we see that GBP JPY, the market has grabbed liquidity here, a doji, and then another bearish candle. So you can see that GBP JPY, it's also a very strong from the resistance, has got a very strong rejection towards the downside on GBP JPY. And dollar yen also we have seen so far a big move to the downside from the daily. It's on the daily support and might be grabbing liquidity and bouncing back up, which we could see. We'll look at all of them. And first of all, let's look at the gold chart first of all to see where the market is heading, and then we will be also looking at some other instrument. And in the meantime, before I progress further, I would like to see that you guys are here. Once you are here, if you say yes on the live chat, it will be much appreciated. And hello coach, thank you very much. Eric, welcome. I'm here now to learn and trade. Thank you. Grand Rising Widget, good job. Welcome. Good to see that you are here. Let's fully on it. The market is volatile trending, which is good for us. It's important to find a trending market so that we can trade with the trend, go with the flow. Okay, so going with the flow is the most desired thing, right? It's very easy to go with the flow. So when we see the trend, we can trade with the trend. So gold, see that gold is trending. So basically the USD pairs, if you look at the euro dollar, also was trending, and British pound US dollar also was trending. So let's see lower time frame on the 15-minute chart on gold. We can see that it's a very nice looking uptrending market structure. Now looking at the market structure is the key when we are trading, because market structure is the backbone of the market. So when you know the market structure, you can see the direction of the trend, which is absolutely important in terms of trading. In fact, 70% of my trading decision comes from the directional bias from the direction of the trend. So if you look at gold on the 15-minute chart, we can see that in this trending market, we saw multiple liquidity grab. There's one here, there's one here. So looking at liquidity grab is very important, because when you see more and more liquidity grab, that's where you can see the market will go further and further, because the more liquidity grab, the further it will move in terms of the direction, in the direction of the trend. Because when the market grab that fuel or the liquidity, it have a momentum for further movement. So gold, if we look at lower time frame, it's already a very established uptrend. I will be waiting for a deeper pullback, especially the break of structure, which is important to see for any kind of entry opportunity. So break of structure, or BOS is very important, because when you see the break of structure, you can predict the market a bit more clearly. So if you look at gold here, what do you see? That a big move, correction, another move, correction, another move, expecting it for a deeper correction. So that's what, if you look at that also from the Elliott wave, though we don't see the wave very clearly, but we can expect now a break of BUS. Okay, so break of structure is expected. If you look at the 1 hour chart, where this is the previous resistance turning support, and this is the 1 hour impulse. Let's look at the Fibonacci on this one. So we saw that there isn't any significant pullback from the Fibonacci perspective on gold, and this is where the previous support, previous resistance turning support, this is the 38.2% Fibonacci level, which is the minimum Fibonacci. So from the minimum Fibonacci perspective, what we can see that this is the resistance turning support from the Fibonacci perspective, and expecting for the price to retest and then to bounce towards the upside from the Fibonacci perspective. So let's see how far it is dropping. We have a couple of levels to look at for this potential drop, especially if it breaks below this level, which is, I think that from the Fibonacci from the 1 hour, it might be the golden ratio. Let's look at again on the Fibonacci tool. So yeah, which is aligning almost to the 61.8% Fibonacci, also the 1 hour 20 EMA. Very important support level, could be an important zone that we might also look at for potential bullish entry if the market drop back to that support level for a deeper pullback. At the moment, it's in an uptrend, so definitely not trading against the trend, and also not trading at very top for bullish or bearish. So best way is to wait. As the news coming, we might see now a deeper pullback, and below this level is my best place for any kind of reversal pattern to look at for this move. So let's wait. 2315 could be a very important zone. If you look at the daily chart, we can see that also that level is quite below the today's move. So let's wait for the price to do the enough pullback, and then we'll be looking for entry opportunity. And in the meantime, I would appreciate your support by giving a thumbs up. If you smash it, it will be much helpful to the channel, as well as it helps you as well. And also tomorrow, London session time, Saturday coming up, a very important lesson. So if you are subscribed and press that bell button, you will be able to access those educational content coming on the channel. So don't miss out so that you are notified. Press that bell button and stay tuned for that. Melo, welcome. Eric, good job. Hello, good day, welcome. Thank you very much. Good day. Curtins, welcome. Ajibay, good day, coach. Welcome. Thank you for your support, and also I'm here to see the best trade possible in the market. Always patience is key. So when you are patient, it becomes much easier. Also, this live session will help you to learn to be patient. Is the key in trading. Okay, it's a virtue as a trader to be patient. Keep in mind, traders. So if there is an exam for a trader to select, there are some prop challenge to find traders, but if there is any practical exam, then the first selection criteria will be to be patient, because this is the single most I would say that the difficulty every trader face is to be patient. Okay, so because when you are patient, you go ahead of many traders, because when you are trading, you need to compete with other trader, right? Because there is always a transaction between buyers and sellers in the market. On the other side, when you are opening a position, someone else is taking the position on the other side. When you are buying, someone else needs to sell it. When you are selling, someone else needs to buy it. So you are competing or trading with other trader on the other side. Though we see the candles, so sometimes, I imagine those candles as a human. Okay, that also helps, because when you see the two teams, red and green, battling together, then you have a clear understanding of who is in control in the market is the key. All right, so always asking this question will help you to understand in which way to trade. That will also eliminate many of the trade. Probably, sometimes we trade with the without looking at the trend or anything like that, based on emotion. But if you ask this question, that who is in control in the market, then you have a better understanding of which way to trade. Now, if you look at, you can see that those green candles are much bigger than the red candles, right? So the green team is winner than the red team, which is basically a complete understanding of who is in control in this market. Hope that makes sense. So by understanding it also will be helpful to you to know which way to trade, because if you look at the trading, I look at it from rather than a business, from a sports perspective. So if you look at, let's say players, all right, so it will change you the way you look at the market, because when you look at the supermarket perspective, okay, in the supermarket, when we see the price is up, we are not interested to buy, right? When the price is down, then we look for buying. But here in trading, the other way around. That's the sportive, or the perspective of looking at from the sportive perspective, because in sports, the more score you will do, the winner you will become, right? Here also, the higher is the more probability to go higher. So what is going up is likely to go up. That's the law of trading. So with that in mind, let's see where we can find a trading opportunity on gold and other instrument. The way gold we see here is, it's a very strongly bull market, expecting it to move back up to the resistance. I see that there is a potential for upside. Okay, so here is what you can see, that this is a significant liquidity zone, so which is a liquidity zone, and from that liquidity zone, okay, we will be waiting for the price to break below, grab the liquidity, and then to trend in the direction. We see that the local uptrend here. Okay, so here is this is a liquidity zone, bounce, pullback, another bounce, pullback. We saw liquidity grab, and we see here is in the 5-minute chart, there is already a one-step liquidity grab, but after this one-step liquidity grab, we might see that the market is grabbing that liquidity and then bouncing back to the upside. We could see that. Okay, so we'll see how the market might be doing. Based on that, we will be looking for entry opportunity. Here is the double bottom, and with the double bottom formation, we are waiting for the price to break below, grab liquidity, and then to trend in the major direction. We'll see how the market might be doing here. And yeah, we'll be waiting for a deeper drop. After this deeper drop, expecting for the price to move back up to the upside. Here locally we might see that potential downside here. Let's wait for the price to do that, and then we'll be looking for entry. In the meantime, traders, it's Friday, I know that there is quite a few high impact. There is another one coming up later, so we'll be waiting for that high impact news to come up, and then before that, if whenever we'll see the opportunity come, we will be jumping on the trade. Okay, so let's see. We have found the levels on gold to find an entry. Okay, so this is where we can see gold is coming for a pullback. Let's look at the GBP JPY, and let's see how the market is doing with the GJ. Also, we'll be looking at the multi-time frame approach on GBP JPY. So looking at the monthly chart on GJ, what we can see that from the monthly, this is the monthly impulse so far, a big move towards the upside on GBP JPY. And with this monthly impulse, this is the monthly resistance on GJ. This is the impulse on GBP JPY. And this month so far, what we have seen that after breaking that high has dropped to that support, to the monthly support, which is a significant monthly support here. And after breaking below, pardon me guys, after breaking below this monthly support, we have seen that there is a bounce here. Okay, now with this bounce monthly, the market has made significant move. And if we look at the weekly chart, we can see this week so far from this support has got a bounce, and there is a long wick doji on the weekly. We have seen that bounce, long wick doji, expecting for GJ to break below and then move up further again. We can see the GBP JPY from the weekly, which is basically so far it dropped, means that we might see again further bounce, because the long wick at the top on GJ, so the wick fill should be in that direction, right? So we could see potential wick fill on GJ. So from the daily, okay, so what we can see on the daily, a long bearish candle, and today is the last day of trading, right? So it's important to look at the weekly, how the prices are reacting. This is the weekly support. Okay, the market has dropped to that doji, expecting it to bounce back up. So from the if we look at, this is the 4-hour candle, so far massive drop, and they're waiting for the price to drop further to this support and then to bounce back up. Looking at the 1-hour chart, let me see that the market is on the daily, on the this is the daily resistance also. Let's see where we can find, if we can find a short-term trading opportunity on GJ. So this is the 5 minutes, and let me see here. We've seen a massive drop with the JPY news on GJ, and because there is a massive drop, we could see another wave before it bounce back up to this resistance line. So GJ, for me, any liquidity grab from this support can be an opportunity to go long. because the market on the weekly support, also on the from the monthly, below the monthly level, it's a massive move on GJ. So here what we can expect on Gbpjpy for the price to drop below, okay, drop below before bouncing back to the upside. So here is the market slowly trying to bounce back up. I would love to it's a bit late, so we could see an upside, waiting for the price to come down for a pullback. It's a kind of reversal here on GJ. What you can see in that area, there is a potential reversal, and from that reversal, after massive liquidity grab, we can expect for the price to move back up to the resistance line. Let's see how far it is going, and based on that we can look for entry opportunity on GJ. Okay guys, so hope that you're enjoying the live session. I would appreciate if you smash the like button and hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. So you can see there is a structure here. So there is a structure here, and that's a that structure is now trying to break towards the upside on the 5 minutes. If the price come back to retest, we might look for entry to the upside. Waiting for a retest is important. It might keep pushing high, but we need to see proper retest of this structure here. Which is very important. Thank you. Good afternoon. Welcome, Arus. Welcome. Good day. Good day, sir. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Thank you. When it will do down under 300. Why it's too far? 300. It depends on the today's price action. Thank you. Your analyze is more volatile than the gold. That's a pretty good compliment. Coach, you move around the chart too often, which is distracting just my... Okay, Tibor, very good feedback. Thank you for that. So I'll keep stable. Yeah, I got that feedback before also. Sometimes I try to look at different perspective, but thanks for this feedback. You'll keep it stable for all of you. So so Gbpjpy and Gbpjpy waiting for a retest, and then if we see enough confirmation, we can look for entry. And gold is Let's see what's happening with the gold. Gold at the moment, not a very good place to enter any trade because it's kind of forming head and shoulder, but the trend is still bullish. So it might consolidate here as there's a news coming. Let's look at, keep eye on GJ. I see that GJ is more, GJ is better than at the moment for gold to see what's happening. Let's see. Good afternoon, Pamela. Welcome. Good afternoon, Coach. William from South Africa. Welcome, William. Thanks for joining the live session. Okay, so today there was a JPY news has come out on JPY. If you look at, so BOJ policy rate, monetary policy statement, and BOJ press conference. So that was pretty market moving, and that's why you saw that there was a massive drop on GJ. That's a massive drop. How many pip drop that we have seen with the news? If you look at, so you see that there are almost 240 pip drop on GJ, and it might take off again. What I think that as this is weekend and there's a weekly close coming, so we need to get in potentially. This 51 too big, so you need to see that my level here on GJ is, we want to see that a retest. So this is the 5-minute chart. Let me draw that level, which is a dynamic resistance turning support. Okay, so this is a structure, and so it is a resistance turning support. Expecting it to come down to test the resistance as a support and then to bounce. Okay, so there is this is an order block as well here. So if the market breaking below the order block or touching the order block, will place the entry. But without proper pullback, it's not a good idea to look at. Running trade to close. Okay, here 5 minutes on GJ. Expecting it to retest and then to bounce back up. In the meantime, traders, have you smashed it? Have you smashed the like button yet? And also don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I'm posting every day. And also you can check out how we have a couple of spots to take on the mentorship program. To join the academy, you can find link below this video in the description. If you haven't joined yet, you can check it out. So in the meantime, today is Friday, right? So in your zone should be Friday, and next week also pretty volatile day coming up with Empire State Manufacturing Index, AUD coming up, cash rate, RVS statement, rate statement, and dollar core retail sales, GBP, which is CPI coming. So quite a few high impact news coming next week. Okay, here is GJ. Expecting it to fill that week and then to bounce. Okay, so it's forming a liquidity candle on the 5 minutes. It might be starting further, or after that we might see that retest after the liquidity candle formation. I wouldn't be still go long, because after this kind of liquidity candle formation, the market again may drop for a deeper pullback to this liquidity zone. So if you look at the 15 minutes, the 30 minutes, now if the market drops to the liquidity zone for liquidity grab, then we can look for buy stop after it drops. If it goes back up, then we will be jumping on the trade. Okay, so support level, this is an intraday. Basically here is the resistance. Which is the resistance, turning support. So resistance turns support, and from here we can expect a bounce if the market drops well below. So there is a pretty big news coming later today, and we will be looking to enter. Let's look at what's happening with the gold. Again, after multiple dodges, gold is it's trying to form another impulse towards the upside because it's still bullish. So it's still bullish. Your gold is trying to break above again. GJ, pretty much big liquidity candle formation, but I wouldn't take it because it's at the top. If this kind of liquidity candle, if it form here on the order block, I would go long because it's already made an impulse and this structure has not been tested yet. So I wouldn't go long. It might go up, but it might drop again to the support. So patience again, we need to wait for that to happen and then we can look for potential entry. That guys, you're enjoying this live session. If you're enjoying, make sure you smash it and also hit that subscribe button if you haven't done yet. Okay, so it's just pushing high. GJ, we haven't entered yet. There's a liquidity candle formation. I was waiting for a pullback, but might anytime come for that pullback. Because the market has come to the weekly support, we see that bounce. Dodged us a little bit. So this is the resistance. Support on resistance and resistance on support. Looking at gold. Gold is still bullish here and I wouldn't still find any entry. GJ managed to break out without taking any trade. So here waiting for a deeper pullback. Especially this support now became another important level. 71 level, which is a liquidity zone. Thank you. Good afternoon, great mentor. Following you from Nigeria. Welcome, Victor. What is the entry price for GJ? We haven't entered yet. Total profit. Good afternoon. Welcome. And yeah, there is another very important aspect that when you are trading, it's important that developing a very good trading psychology is very important when you are in the market. And this is where also I emphasize, sometimes it find it difficult sometimes for traders to develop a very good trading psychology. So to develop a very good trading psychology, sound trading psychology, it's important that you have enough patience and experience to trade the market, okay, which is pretty important. You look at the overall perspective. Now, yeah, we see that downside. Pretty cold day here. I don't know why. So expecting it to drop down below this level. We might see that. It's needed to see, especially below this level, there is a high liquidity, 199.71. We see that downside dropping down below, expecting it to drop back below. Expecting to drop below to this. There is a 20 EMA you can see, and also there is a liquidity zone, which is a very important liquidity zone. Okay, so the 1 minute chart is down. So this is a hot area here on GJ. Okay, we see that downside. Prepare for any kind of entry once you see that. Okay, so it has dropped to that level, and then it might drop back below further. Expecting it to break below here. Just waiting to see to break below and then to move back to the upside. Here is the liquidity zone. So we see that breaking below. Also, gold has got a bounce. It's still bouncing up. This is an order block on GJ. We are at 199.53 from the 1 minute if we look at. So if it drop to that, which will be a pretty good area for potential further entry, because it has broken, we might see that it's coming back here to the order block. Expecting it to break below. This is an order block. We'll be waiting for any kind of entry. In the meantime, I'll take a minute of break. Coming back. In the meantime, you guys let me know on the live chat what you are looking at. Okay, so you see that breakdown on GJ as expected on the 1 minute chart. So we'll be waiting to see it's breaking further below, and then we'll be trending. Okay, so let's see. So we see that a local drop on GJ 1 minute chart. This is an order block. I want to see that it drop further. It might or it may not. See that the lower time frame. This is the 5 minute chart. So yeah, we might see that dropping to the order block. It drops to the order block. So here 1 minute, testing the previous support and resistance and expecting for another wave of drop. the doji form, and let me see. So the liquidity, there is a liquidity graph here. There's a doji formation, liquidity graph. How many pip here? The 5-minute chart. There is still an imbalance in that area. So there is still an imbalance. So if you look at the 1-minute chart, okay, so I wanted to see that it grabbed enough liquidity. There is a fair value gap here in that area, and to see it tested properly the support before we take the trade. And gold has got, if you look at the 5 minutes and let's see the 1 hour, this is a massive move on gold from the lower time frame, and for this move expecting it to return in that direction. See how it goes. If we look at again the GJ, okay, here want to see it's feeling that weak. If you look at the 15 minutes again, okay, now what we will be looking at here is, so it's already broken that support, coming to the order block, right? So this is the 5 minutes doji. Coming back to the weekly support level, the price. So what I will be doing here on GJ, will be placing a buy stop above 199 point, so at 199.79. So we'll be placing a buy stop at 199.79. Okay, and stop loss we can put below this order block, which is how many pip, around 19 pip, and TP target we can target up to here 222.1, which is pretty good. So if the market managed to bounce, though it's in a downtrend, we are waiting to see a reversal trade. So it may reverse, may not reverse. If it reverse, then we will be triggered, and if it reverse here, break this high, we can expect for the price to go back up to this next liquidity zone, which is at 200.23. So I'm putting a buy stop at 199.779. So let's see how far it goes on GJ. Buy stop at 199.79. Stop loss at 199.603. TP target at 200.203. So which is Gbpusd. The price is below the order block. I don't want to go by market. If the market breaks above, then we can look for, we will be triggered. So I put a buy stop at 199.79, like the one that we did yesterday. So we closed it earlier, but it was a good trade. So you want to take the same kind of trade. Okay, so let's see if the market is managed to bounce. In that case, we might see a trend returning back to the upside. We can look for 5 to 1. So what we will be doing here is, if the market triggered, the price triggered, in this area we will be closing 50% profit. So we, at 200.203 we'll be closing 50% profit, and we'll be moving the stop loss at entry to break even, and then we'll be holding the trade for to reach at 200.736. Let's see what happened here. The trend is still down. It still could, because this is a liquidity grab, it still could drop below, and if it is breaking below, then we might see just breaking below. But let's wait to see. Anytime we might see, after breaking all of this, a reversal. If it reverses, then we will be on this one. So we placed a buy stop on Gbpusd. While you see that gold is slowly trying to break below, and there is a high impact news coming later today on gold, so very important level. Okay, we see that the market is breaking below, and it's a huge because of this we see this, it's not that longer. If you look at the 30 minutes from here, so the trend is still down, so we might see potential further downtrend. If the market change direction and keep pushing down, we might see that again, another trade here. Let's see where it is heading. pretty big drop. Looking at gold, here is from a doji. See if we can find any entry on gold. From the 1 hour, it's a massive move on the 1 hour. Still, because it's a very strongly uptrend, still we might see some potential bullish rejection might come. And then finally, if it breaks down, it might just again come back to the weekly support. If you look at the weekly price action, let me delete all of them. From the weekly, this is a weekly, you can see there is a liquidity candle formation on the weekly, and it's going up. How far we might see that some part of this week is closed, retested, and then could see the market is breaking below again. See where it is heading. GJ is just breaking below. Okay, looking at gold, and from here with this a tail here on gold, from a 1 minute. Okay. See that here on GJ stopping. Patience is key. We'll be waiting for suitable entry opportunity. Well done, sir. My name is Joseph from Nigeria. Please, what is the possible resistance level for gold bearish reversal? We see that gold is started to reverse. So I wouldn't say still reversed, because to say that it's reversed, we need to see a clean downtrending market structure. Good evening, coach. My suggestion on GU. Thanks. Yeah, we'll be looking at. Good day, Francisco. Welcome. Wayne, good morning. Thank you. Can we see sell Gbpusd? Gbpusd, it's in a bearish pattern, but the reason I'm not selling, if you look at the weekly price action, you can see that it has broken below the weekly support, and now the rest will depend on either it might drop, even break below, fill that week, or it might completely reverse back to the upside again to form a bullish candle. Because this week so far, we have seen that the market has gone up and formed this long wick. So we might see that the market is going up and feeling that weak, or we could see drop below and feeling this lower shadow. So because of that, here is only the patience to wait for, because if the market is reversing, then we might see that significant movement depending on how the price action forming. Here you can see after breaking this doji's low, let's see what's happening. Okay, we still have the pending order on. If it breaks further below, then we will be closing the pending order, but it might even could have a massive move if possible. Then from here we'll see what happened. GBP might start to go into bearish trend looking at the daily weekly. Thank you. So when to sell GBP Good day, sir. Thank you. What possible expert for today gold news? Technical, yeah. Sir, can you teach us SMC? Yes, this is why this live session is uh, mainly for educational purpose. So SMC, yeah, we'll be discussing in depth. Stick to the channel, stick to the live session. So basically, the market is moved by the smart money, right? So if you look at proper market structure and how the market is moving, then you will understand that how SMC works. So if you look at smart money, their smart money will not trade all the time. They trade from a specific order block. And if you see that order block clearly identified, then you can understand where the smart money is buying or selling. Or even you can look at the liquidity zone. Okay, so if you look at the liquidity zone, for example, let's say this is the level, and with this level there's a liquidity here. So smart money will trade only from that liquidity zone. So how do you understand the liquidity? Now if you look at liquidity is a very unseen, is an abstract, like unseen part of the chart, right? We can see the candlestick pattern indicator, price action, but we cannot see the liquidity. So liquidity can be understood from the candlestick pattern. For example, if we look at the 5-minute chart, in this move, where do you see that liquidity? Okay, so there is one candle that identical that you can see. You can see this is also one of my favorite tool that I use to identify the liquidity. So this is the liquidity candle. And if you look at here, what we can see, the market crossed the doji, grab that liquidity, and then close back below as a red candle. And you can see from that zone there's a massive drop, which is almost you can see the 5-1, I think more than that. We can enter in the right time, it's more than 5-1. So if you hold it, it might go even the 10 times. So liquidity can be understood from candlestick pattern. So when you see that in a very strongly downtrending market, the price cross this kind of doji and important level, grab that liquidity and then drop back, which is a high liquidity. Now, how can you understand that? Like, if you become more curious on why liquidity grab happen, well, the reason the liquidity grab happen is because the market is moved by the institutional trader, right? Big boys, hedge funds, banks. Now their order is way more than our order, right? So, and when you see a market, you either need to see, so if you are willing to buy, then on the other side someone has to be willing to sell. So that is called the liquidity or the transaction. Now, when an institutional trader buying, they need, let's say, against one institutional trader, you need 100 retail trader. So they need those liquidity to took this order. It doesn't mean that they need, basically that's how the market moves. So now to find those liquidity, they normally sometimes manipulate the market to go to the stop loss where there is a orders. And that's why when you, as a trader, when you are more and more patient, you can see those order and then trade with that liquidity is the probability where you can look at the market to see how you can find the best trade possible in the market. So in addition to that, also the tools, this tool that I use to find the liquidity zone. So if you are our member, you can access that tool as well. You can find the information on the channel. If you are a member, then you can let us know to give you the access to that tool. If you are not, also you can find link below this video in the description area. You can visit the website and then you can check out on the website to join us to be part of the trading community. So that's how you can understand the liquidity, and further understanding, also you can find more and more content that I'm posting. Past week, I think the week before, there was a very important lesson on SMC will be has been posted. In the upcoming week also, that means that tomorrow I will be posting a very important valuable lesson on some other important topic coming up. So make sure that traders, you subscribe to the channel. If you press that bell button, then you can get access to that. You will be notified as soon as I'm posting any content. So here what we can see, this is the 5-minute chart on GJ. Let's see what it is trying to do here. So I'll close the pending order at the moment. The price dropped well below. You might find a better price. So I'm closing the pending order. We'll be re-entering again. So here is, if the market is reversing from here, that would be massive move, but it's still downtrend. I'm still waiting for a potential reversal. If it isn't, no problem. It's happening with the gold. You can see there is a news will be on 12 p.m. today, and with that news we might find. So gold, you can see there is a 30 minutes. The price has broken that support, grab that liquidity, and then bouncing back towards the upside again. Okay, traders. So waiting for further confirmation. I think gold, um, spinning with the GJ. Let's keep eye on GJ. I think it might, because it's weekend, if it is not being able to break further below, then we'll see what happened here, how the market is doing. Let's say another wave of drop. So let's let, to see all the possible levels to for the GJ to drop. Okay, 15 minutes. What we can see, the market slowly looks like that we might see a bit of potential rejection here. Let's see how many p 26. Okay, I will be placing buy limit again, pardon me, buy stop in this price on GJ. Stop loss will be below this green candle. If the market managed to bounce, then what I think that we might see a significant rejection. So this one also will keep 5 to 1, but we will be readjusting later along the way to the neckline. So basically to this level. We will be placing buy stop at 199.52. Stop loss will be at 199.178. So buy stop at 199.520. Stop loss at 199.178. And TP target at 201.174. So placed a buy stop at 199.520. If it reverse still probability, then we will be looking for entry because it's below the weekly support again. So the previous one is reversed. Also, I'm going to share the same trade in the VIP Telegram channel. So if you want to get access to the VIP Telegram channel, also you can join today on the channel. You can find link below this video in the description. So place the buy stop on GJ at 199.52, stop loss at 199.178, TP target at 201.174. Place the buy limit, buy stop at GJ. I think that because it's weekend, so this is the weekly close coming, a probability for a rejection. Now if it drops, then we might see that breaking below, then we will not be triggered, so we will be basically safe on that if the market not breaking below. If it is moving up, then from this level we will be going for that long trade. So there will be almost 35 pip stop loss, 35 pip, yeah, a bit bigger stop loss. Another account here on GJ. So we'll see if it is breaking above. Okay, if we manage to bounce, then we might see that it's going back up a lot. Okay, here looks like that it's trying to bounce. Okay, we see that the market in fact moving in that direction, and let's see if I got triggered. Still not yet. We might get a trigger here. So it's a buy stop, guys, on GJ. And if the market managed to bounce from this level, it might be a potential reversal to this neckline. I will be explaining later in depth. So first, let's focus on the trade to see what's happening. It might get a trigger with the one more bounce. So I place a buy stop at 199.523. In the meantime, traders, if you are enjoying the live session, I would appreciate your support if you give a thumbs up and also subscribe to the channel if you haven't done yet. Press that bell notification so that you are not missing any of the content that I am posting every single day. Okay, so I got a trigger, guys, buy stop on GJ. So we have a target for this trade primarily 166 pip. Let's see how far we can go if the market is bouncing. Give me an update, traders, if you are active on this trade so that I know how many traders are in J. Okay, so welcome. I think it's a Gbpusd will reverse. Let's see what happens, sir. My capital is $50. Can you suggest a lot size for me? 0.01 lot with the $50. What you can do more than this? You can't go over micro lot for a $50 account. And yeah, also in the meantime, traders, if you want to join the recommended broker, they also accept the minimum deposit. So I can give you a link in the live chat to join. Using that link, you can click that link and then register. You can start trading with reliable broker. I have given the link in the live chat. Also, you can find the link in the description. Okay, so you are on this and wanting to see it manage to break out. I'm active with this trade. If this one is a, I want to keep a one more pip down. So basically the stop loss to 170. Sure, guys, you do proper risk management. I took only 1% risk on this trade. So in case if the trade not working out, I will be exiting with 1% loss. So it's very important that you do the risk management. Without risk management, trading is not at all advisable. So make sure you do proper risk management, and it's very important that you do proper risk management when you are trading. Now here, might keep remain bearish or keep pushing high. So the primary reason that we are long on GJ is because it's on the weekly support, and the market may have a rejection from the weekly support because there is a big drop here, the clean drop to the weekly support without any pullback. So it deserves a deeper pullback from this weekly support. We'll see what happened. Let's figure it out and see what happened. So waiting to see that potential reversal. Let's see how far it is making it, or it just trending again. You guys with me? Thank you for your support to the channel by giving a thumbs up. Press that bell notification for more content. Tomorrow also I'll be posting a very valuable content on the channel that will help you in your growth as a trader. Yeah, thank you very much. Welcome, welcome. What is your trade, boss? Come on. So a trade is artificial intelligence trade. So if you are using any kind of EA or robot, which is called the AI trade. Okay, here this 5 minutes candle wanting to see that closing at least as a doji, then we can expect for the price to reverse, right? And if it does, because it's weekly support, we might see that very good movement. Let's wait for that to happen. We can catch this trade. It's gonna be a big one unless we are not stopped out again. Let's see what happened. Okay, so I think we might see that reaction towards the upside potentially. This 5 minutes candle is very important. If it close as a doji or at least as a narrow doji, it's gonna be bouncing. Right. So we see that there is a narrow doji. Okay, let's look at the music is on or it's off. It's off music. So we placed trade is on. Keep up, guys. Want to see how many traders are on this trade? Can you let me know if you are on the trade? I see GJ going back to the daily open and daily pivot. Yeah, potentially. Let's check Gbpusd. Yeah, we'll be looking at that. And here is the crucial point on GJ for the price to basically revert. Here is grabbing liquidity, trying to break below. Just got in. Yeah, I'm on GJ. Okay, welcome. Expecting it to here I put my stop loss at 170 in case it grab further liquidity. We are at least 2-3 pip gap we have. If your spread is bigger, maybe even I would recommend to put 1 pip below. Yes, I'm on GJ 99.521. Yeah, George, welcome. Okay, so let's see if the market is making its move. If it breaks this high, if we see 50p move, then we can move the stop loss at entry. So the reason we set the TP here is because of this neckline. So it is an order block that we talk about the SMC. So basically 201.20, it's an order block. And from that order block, the market had a huge drop to this support. And now if the market reverse, then we should see that going back to the order block again. So if you're on the GJ, hold on to it. Let's see what's happening. Make sure you're not doubling up the risk by being confident, because liquidity grab happens. It might just melt again because there was a here also liquidity grab. So make sure you're not doubling up the risk always. This is the big secret of being a profitable trader. Okay, now here is liquidity candle formation. If it wants to bounce, then we might see narrow consolidation here and then moving up. Still I would still think that it might go up still. Okay, here is important to see that it's trying to bounce. I mean, Usdjpy, welcome. I think it goes up at least 199.90. Yeah, that's what I mean, that up to here. Yeah, I think if it bounce, then it could break that 200.01, because this is the previous swing high, and if it bounce, then without breaking that high, it less likely to drop again, and further it might just keep pushing high because it's Friday. And if you look at the weekly candle, okay, so you can see the weekly, the price, this is where the weekly low, and if at the end of the week the candle close again as a bullish candle, it is possible. I'm not saying this is gonna happen, it might just keep dropping, but it might just go back up to its original position before the weekly close, or at least to this resistance level, and closing as a green candle, and the next week again forming another bullish candle. Because the whole week was bullish, today we saw that a drop to the weekly support, so a rejection is expected, and we see that the market basically forming that kind of pattern. Guys, so yeah, we see that so far in the direction. Okay, so far expecting it to bounce in that direction. Okay, this candle on the 5 minutes is a full body green candle, which is a bull candle. It looks like that we are on the right track. Even if you are not on the right track, that's fine, right? Track will be revealed. So as long as you are walking on the path, the track will be revealed. Okay, so let's wait for that to happen, to bounce back up. It's a Friday trade, and if it bounce, it might have a massive bounce, might have just booming to the upside to the resistance level. Are you guys there? And here is a very important part of trading is to hold a trade for bigger profit target. Do you are you able to hold a trade for bigger profit target? I would like to know how many traders here on that that you can hold a trade for bigger profit. Where is class used to comments every place? When is class used to comments every place? Okay, so you mean that live session or the VIP classes? To join the VIP, you can visit the website. You can find a link below this video in the description. So once you visit the website, click join now button that I will be recommending you to join the lifetime access. So you can get access to everything. So when you're in the lifetime access, you can get access to all the tools that I'm using, all the strategies, courses, educational content, signals, as well as personal guidance available for you once you are member in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So you can find link below this video in the description. Okay. It's crucial to see that it's so far bullish momentum. So far in the direction. I think we might see that move ultimately. And yeah, it's important that you always stay patient for the trade, that find the best trade. Okay, are you guys with this? Are you holding it? Your USD? Yeah. Yes, I did. Yes, I'll hold with you, sir. Okay. That's why the live session. So when you are on the live session, it becomes much easier for you to hold a trade for longer term for bigger profit, and follow along. Learning the risk management also very important. Yeah, thank you. Alone I can't. Yeah, that's why the community, it's very fair. Alone it's hard. I was in your position when I begin my trading journey. It's hard to do the alone. That's why saying that you will be average of five people you mix with. So that's why virtually, when we are together in the trading session, definitely it helps. And yeah, that's why connecting with the community will be always helpful to you to grow as a trader. So far, move, significant bullish move, expecting it to bounce to the resistance line. Yeah, thank you for that. Live session, welcome. Can I buy now? We are already on the trade. Is gold being manipulated to create a bigger fall? Sure. Can understand and rise after bearish bias all week. Yeah. So I really appreciate and very thankful. Thank you. Welcome. Welcome. Okay, here is significant move, expecting it to go up and then to fill that. Once the market will break 200 level, if it does, then we will be moving the stop loss. Now this candle, the current one, is important because it's breaking below again. We might see further liquidity grab. Thanks for joining the live session, guys. So here is long wick candle. We grab that 2 weekless candle here, grab liquidity, and might see that moving back to the upside. Just needed for us to see. So if we look at the 1 hour candle on GJ, so this 1 hour is a doji with liquidity grabs, which is basically the 1 hour candle on GJ is also potentially bullish price action. Might see that going back to the resistance. Okay, so this is the 1 minute chart. Form a pattern, expecting it to break out. So far, still maintaining that bullish market structure. Now this is an order block, so there is an imbalance. It might come or may not come. Let's see how far it is heading. So far, if we look at the 1 hour, you can see the market is bullish. Learn a lot from your side. Thank you very much. Welcome. Yeah, that's why the live session is for learning and growing as a trader. Live session, yeah. Reason for buy gold, okay. I will also need your VIP section. How do I get about that? You can find link below this video in the description for the VIP Telegram channel and website access. You can find the link below this video in the description area. Visit the website and then click join now button. You'll be able to join and access everything that you have. So find the link below this video in the description. So once you're on the website, click join now button, then you'll be able to join and access everything that we have in Forex Trading Wizard Academy. So you can see there is a rejection. We need to wait for that to go back to the resistance again. Okay, so it has broken that order block. Now the rest will depend on how far it wants to go. So we'll need to see how it is performing here. This liquidity grab, now if it gives further momentum, then we might see that it's just trending in that direction in that way. So if you look at the 4 hour, so this is where a bit of rejection from the top. Here you have to be patient to see what happened. Here we can see there is a rejection. That's we have to wait to see. From 30 minutes. Be waiting to see what happened. Leave something on the market. Still think, yeah, that's what we waiting to see. Because it might grab more further liquidity, but let's see what happens. If it breaks below, then we might see that coming back to this support level here. This is a middleman here. Still you need to hold it to see what happened. The last moment we have seen a breakdown. I still want to hold it to see. This is in a very crucial level. So my stop loss at 99.17. Here is the let's see here. I still want to think that it's pushing high. but if it breaks, then breaks, that we can't do anything about it at the moment we are running. Okay, let's wait for a potential bounce or break. Might break. So the stop loss at 199.17 because there is a gap here. It's not holding it. We are out. So in the last moment it reverted back and didn't hold it. So we might see that trending in the downside direction for the long term. So yeah, this is what didn't hold it. We might see that further downtrend after this big drop, expected to reverse, but it didn't. So we'll wait for further confirmation for another trade to see what happened. So GJ didn't work out, and as there is a news coming in 30 minutes, you'll see what kind of opportunity we have in the news. I think gold might have a reversal potentially with the news, or spike and then could have a reversal. We'll look at that. So with that said, guys, thanks for joining the live session. It's Friday. I know that there is a bit of relaxation time, and we'll see you again trading live in the next one coming up on Monday. Keep eye tomorrow also for any content coming up. Thank you for joining the live session. I'll see you again trading live together. Until then, stay well, stay happy.